Five NBA players.
All time or currently?
Just yours. Top five of your all time. From beginning of the sport till now.
All right. I mean, it makes a difference. Like top five in the game today would be.
I know you got Kobe and Dominique Hawkins in there.
Dominique for sure. I mean,
we may have to specify the NBA because I think before it was called NBA. We don't want no outside, no college players.
I'm gonna go Dominique and Jordan first because even though the Bulls, the Pistons would beat us, the Celtics would beat us, the Bulls would beat us, like the Hawks never did shit. We'd be the best team in the conference for the regular season and lose in the playoffs. I was never like a Jordan hater or even a Bird hater. I loved all those guys, and I loved Isaiah Thomas. I loved Magic Johnson. I'll probably have to go with Neek, Jordan, and Magic first because I was a huge Magic fan. When Magic announced he was retiring because he got AIDS, I cried for like 2 days. I had to call my friends like crying on the phone. I was in 5th grade when that happened. I can remember watching TV and calling my best friend in 5th grade, like just bawling, like, "What is going on?" That's why I put that line in Boom Baptized about can you believe Magic's alive and Kobe's not? I'll take, I don't want to. I gotta take Pistol Pete too, because Pistol Pete was a huge influence on me growing up. He was alive while I was growing up. He died on the basketball court at 44 coaching. I was probably the fanciest player ever in the 80s and 90s. Like, I was the white boy that everybody was like, "Why the fuck are you doing this?" And coaches would be like, "You can't do that." And I'd be like, "Fuck you. I'm throwing 8 behind the back passes. I'm dribbling between my legs." And I was doing all this shit because I watched the Pistol Pete videos at like 8 years old. So, and I teach that shit to kids now because for like finger dexterity, all kinds of, there's so many like basketball tricks that you don't do them in the game, but they make you so much better, and they make you have like a sixth sense for basketball, eyes in the back of your head type shit. So Neek, Jordan, Magic, Pistol Pete, and so it's between Kobe and Steve Nash for me here for this 5 spot. But Steve Nash, I gotta go Nashies. So Nash, just in terms of influence on me, my game, my evolution as a basketball guru. I watched Steve Nash at Santa Clara in the 90s. I actually ran into him at a bar in Nashville when I was at Vanderbilt in college. Met him. Nash, I just knew Nash was going to be amazing. And I knew it while he was at Santa Clara, and he sat the bench for a year or two before he even really got a chance in Dallas. Actually, I think he was drafted by Phoenix, went to Dallas, back to Phoenix. I think it was like a weird Phoenix-Dallas thing with Nash. But, man, Nash was a big influence. Soccer star, 2-time MVP. I would say Kobe deserved definitely one of those MVPs. I mean, it's kind of a tie with Kobe and Nash. I was a huge Kobe fan too, but even more posthumously, it's just like you never can imagine losing a man of that magnitude. And we were talking about evolution earlier in this interview, and Kobe was really a staple for the evolution of the human spirit through ego, trauma, bringing trauma on himself, and truly becoming a spokesman for the divine.
So just to be clear, these aren't the top 5 greatest of all time. These are just your top 5 favorite.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I kind of went by, I guess did I take it in my own direction? Or was that
No, it was just your top 5 favorite.
Oh, yeah. So definitely, and it's hard between Nash and Kobe.
I just want to clarify for people who see this, they don't want to start no long ass debate.
Oh, of course. I mean,
It's not about who are the top 5 ever.
Right.
Your top 5
Everybody want to have the GOAT debate. Solu and I do the GOAT debate all the time because he wants LeBron in that 2 spot, and I'm like, you got like 8 people in that 2 spot, and LeBron